Today I'm talking about energetic boundaries. Energetic boundaries can be simple to understand if we understand that we are energy, mainly energy in this physical body, and that this energy is not just in our body, if not in all our surroundings, and that this energy is alive because we are alive, and that this energy is creating our reality all the time. So it's important to understand that we create our reality and our energy, what we call the aura around us, that it's different levels of energy, different levels of consciousness around us and penetrating us and being with us in our body. So to understand that we create constantly this energy with our words, with our thoughts, with our emotions, with our actions, with our beliefs. All this it's creating is not very esoteric, if you like, or very different than what we are experiencing in life. So talking about energetic boundaries and thinking that it's something very weird or that you have to do something very unusual to understand or to work with them, that is not the case. Of course, you can go always deeper, like with everything else. But it's easy to understand, to say something that when I say no, that shows in my energy field. And of course, I can say no in different ways as well, and that will show in my energy field too, because I can see, I can say a total no, meaning no, very grounded no, and that can be felt, can be seen, can be perceived by others. Other times I'm gonna say a wishy-washy no, that yeah, I'm saying no, but maybe I could change very easily, and I'm really saying no because I'm a little afraid, and if I was saying a yes, that would be also against myself. So we can get into very complicated psychological aspects of how we manage our boundaries. So I just want to make a quick explanation of how we see boundaries, energetic boundaries, and you can always go to the books of Barbara Brennan, Hands of Light and Light Emerging, and there is a very well explained, a very good explanation of the different levels of the energy field, the boundaries between levels, and what every level entails, and what is the consciousness in it, and also what the chakras are what consciousness they hold, and how. And it's very interesting, and also in Light Emerging there is a lot of nice drawings and explanations about how we, depending on how our characterology and depending in with who are we talking or having an exchange, having a relationship in that moment, how we can move our energy, our boundaries, energetic boundaries in different ways. So, like I said, go to Hands of Light and Light Emerging, and you will learn a lot. Very interesting. But what I want to say here, to make it simple, is that we have a strong energetic boundaries that can be strong, that can be very healthy. And that can be weak and can be very unhealthy. And also they can be strong and be unhealthy. So the healthy, we like to talk about healthy boundaries because it's like they allow whatever comes to you, whatever you like, whatever is good for you to come in. And also when you don't want whatever you don't like, whatever is not good for you, you can stop it. So we do that all the time, being conscious or being unconscious of it. I remember one time when I was in my, and I'm saying that because it can explain a little bit the practical use of boundaries, of the energetic boundaries. I think it was my early 30s, maybe late 20s, and I was really getting into a space that I was really feeling strong with myself, feeling better with myself, being more grounded in my life. And I remember sometimes that after work, feeling that I would like to go and walk, enjoy life. And enjoy life doesn't mean going partying or anything like that, but it was just that in me I was having that sense of peace, that sense of discovering myself and feeling happy about it and feeling strong in my body. So I was being able to just to practice, to go to very dangerous places in a big city, and just walking around, feeling myself, observing, witnessing myself, feeling if the fear was coming to me and how that fear was feeling in me, and how keeping myself in touch with what was going on with myself, I was being able to be there, very present, knowing that I was a powerful being, knowing that no one is better or worse than me, knowing also at that time I was exploring that I was having spiritual protection as well. So all that was in my boundaries. And all that was making a strong energetic boundaries. So I did that several times, walking in those very dangerous streets that people were saying that, you know, there was people robbing other people and stuff like that. But I never had an issue there. Why? Because we can perceive other people boundaries, other people energy field. And if you are feeling good, you are grounded with yourself. You trust who you are. You trust maybe your spiritual protection, spiritual support. Maybe you can walk differently. And at the same time, when I was young and I was not feeling, I was actually 17 and I was not feeling very good in life with myself for different reasons. And I remember that I was going to high school, and it was at that time, that year I did high school at night and I was working during the day. And I was maybe on time, maybe a little late, but kind of going there. Two guys in this little alley asked me for something, and they came to me, and then they tried to rob me. And they asked me for my jacket and whatever I was having. And in that moment, my instinct helped me to just push the one guy away and start running. And I'm gonna say that I can run fast, and maybe not so much anymore, but at that time I could. So they never catch me. They saw very quickly that they would not catch me. But my sense of groundness, my sense of spiritual protection, and my sense of who you are, of who I am, was different than, let's say, 10, 15 years later. And this is what I mean, that we can say yes, we can say no to life, to many things. And of course I like to say that this world is not just the physical scientific meaning that what can be proved is real and what cannot be proved, or what have not been proved is not real. I think that this world, it's magic if we understand that all of us are creating our reality all the time. And I think that have been well known by many secret societies, or even places of knowledge inside other big organizations and so on. And they know that, and it have been used for some of them to control society, and by others that they have a higher intention to try to protect everyone from that negative control. So yes, if someone is able to direct our attention to say something, if we are 7 or 8 billion people in the world, they can make 5 billion people, they can take their attention and they can make them believe whatever they want. They become very powerful because all that attention, all that energy is going the direction that they want. So it's important for us to realize that we have energy, that we are energy, that we have energetic boundaries, and that we can own our energetic boundaries, or we can disown our energetic boundaries and let others to control our energy field. So when we work with energetic boundaries as healers with others, it's very important always to set a clear, a strong, grounded intention for that work. And then if the person have a really struggle with his or her energetic boundaries, that it's making them to be sick in a certain way, or to have problems in relationships or in the work and all that, we can work in a very specific way to different chakras, different energy fields, different levels of the energy field, and all that will help the client to have a different sense of themselves. And the final prize for working with energetic boundaries is that that you can own your own energetic boundaries, that you can perceive and understand them, because that will help you to own your own life, to make your own decisions. One thing that is important, it's about to understand more your boundaries, is what are you afraid of, or when you are afraid of something, and understand that probably there is a chance for your boundaries to be weak in that aspect. Or also that because you are afraid, you just block that energy right away. But that also creates weakness, and also creates, it may feel safer, but in the long run it's weak, and it can also create illness, because the energy is not moving there. And energy, to be healthy, wants to move, wants to vibrate. So this is what I like to say today about energetic boundaries, and I hope that you are curious about it, and you start exploring what is not working in your life. Where are you stuck? What is happening? What happens in your relationships? Can you let go? All these things are things related to boundaries, to your energetic boundaries, and are things that we can work with. We, meaning you and I, in universal healing, with your healer, meaning we all humans, we can work with that, and we can long and accomplish a different life for us, a life a more conscious life, a more open life, and a life that suits our highest desires and perceptions of what life could be. Because it's, at the end, it's in our hands. Our life, it's in our hands, have always been in our hands. And I know that probably as being born as babies and going through life, we have experienced a lot of, let's say, wounds, betrayals, and we have learned to defend and to close up and to start believing things that are not the truth about ourselves. So working with boundaries, it's a work towards our own truth. A work, a way to our own wisdom, a way to our own freedom. We are social beings, for sure. But you will feel better even in society when you feel that you can be who you are, no matter what. And with healthy energetic boundaries, we also are interacting with the universe in a more conscious way. And synchronicities start happening in your life. And maybe you know what you don't know exactly what you are here for, what is your purpose, but that will show up when you are working and exploring in a conscious way who you are. How do you move your energy? When you start saying yes, when you want to say yes, and when you start saying no, when you say no. When you are connecting your energy, grounding your energy in your body and with the planet. Grounding your energy here. To have a strong, resilient, healthy, energetic boundaries. That you're going to stop depending on others or in new rules and all kinds of things that maybe will limit your capacity to be and choose whatever you want for yourself and for your family in life. So you can say yes or you can say no. And then you don't have to feel like a victim anymore. Because you can say yes when you mean it, and you can say no when you mean it. and you are not so afraid of the consequences. And the consequences may be under your control or not. But let's say that it's always interesting to see how the universe supports you when you have a strong, healthy boundaries. So thank you.